What's going on, guys? It's your boy Nino, and welcome back to the Crazy Ex-Girlfriend After Show. Now, did Josh and Rebecca have a happily ever after? Stay tuned and find out.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Here's the theme song. Oh, I like that. I like that, Renee.
Thanks.
Okay.
That's my go-to dance move.
That's kind of it right there, though. For
In
this,
the
this is
clubs.
kind of it, yeah.
I'm doing my
All right,
lipstick.
guys. What you guys are hearing right now is the new Crazy Ex-Girlfriend theme song, which means we are back for Season 2 of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Hello, everybody. Once again, it's your boy, Nino, and you are tuned in to AFTERBUZZ TV. And you guys, we have a full panel. We have some new faces and some old ones over to my left. What's going on? It's Briana.
Hey guys, Briana Phipps here. You can find me everywhere. Phipps14, except Snapchat. You gotta put a 1214.
Except Snapchat, guys. And right next to Briana, we got Miss Trene, Todd.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl, Trene, and you can, find me on Twitter and Instagram. At your girl, Trene.
And right next to her, the new face on the panel. She'll be here all season. We got Renee.
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel, and you can follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Renee Ariel and on Snapchat at the Renee Ariel.
Perfect. There we go. See, mine's the same. So you can find me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all that good stuff. Follow me, guys. Let's talk. Now let's get into this. Are you guys excited?
Yes!
So excited.
Happy.
Forever since this show was on.
I know. I feel like it has been. I've been following the behind the scenes stuff and really excited to see things. I work at Warner Brothers, so I kind of see some of the small things that are happening, like here and there, and I get so excited. And now it's here.
I know. I hope they don't pull it away by December, they
go
did
on a
last
long break.
Yeah, because I don't think I
Right.
can do without, especially because now we're seeing it's so good in just the first opening episode. So.
And I like this. Tell me your overall thoughts of this first episode. Let's go down the panel really quick.
I liked the first episode. I mean, I thought it was a lot of okay, we're 3 weeks later, let's catch up on to what's been happening. But I like where they're going with it. And I like that some people have grown,
Right.
I guess would be the great word. And then some people are still stuck in their old ways.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
This episode was sexy, heartbreaking, shocking. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that.
I loved this episode. I rewatched the season finale today, and then I was so excited to continue this new season, and I watched it, and I was so happy they picked up where they left off, and it was just so good.
Me too.
I just hate that we had to wait with that feeling in our
Oh, I
stomach
know.
from last season of she's all I moved here for you. And it's like,
His face
And
just
then-
oh my god.
I thought it was
what
coming
did I
back in
do?
September, and then it didn't come back until end of October, and I'm just like, what's gonna happen?
I know.
So good.
For the past week at work, every time I'm in some sort of break room, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend has been playing for the past week or two.
Really?
So I've been seeing small pieces of the last season's episode. And for this, I just saw the season finale once again 2 days ago. And to see that it was only say 15 minutes later, after they were having fun on the magical carpet ride, they're back to basically what just happened. Josh was looking scared about what Rebecca just revealed to him. And then, you guys, Rebecca at her best, she gets out of the situation.
Switches it around per
The
usual.
way she did that is a toxic relationship. That's if your partner's I never said that. These are the red flags they tell you about, and meanwhile she's you don't move so fast, love. What?
I just think it just tells so much to Josh's character that he's buying it.
That makes me sad, guys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're right.
Renee, just so you know, last season me and Nino had a conflict of he was Team Josh and I was Team Greg. So
Right.
Ooh, that's good to know.
Yes. And at this moment in time,
Trene was team. Well, you were team
I
get
was
help.
definitely team get help. I was I don't know what's going on,
I'm on
with
that
this
side.
triangle.
Yeah.
I'm not here for it, but I was here for Rebecca because she just whipped out the reverse psychology and was sorry, but no, you were the one that said, so girl power, shout out. Don't... She
Super
wears the
deceiving.
pants in the relationship, clearly.
So funny how she did that. And she got annoyed almost. She was that's so weird that you stop moving so fast. That's so weird of you. I love how she pushed it until Josh was so uncomfortable. He's okay, yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry.
man.
Great.
I just more like her eyes of
Yeah, at the end.
And she got through the situation. She gets you out of every sticky situation that she puts herself into. And you're gonna, okay, I'm gonna, hands down, I might be a little Team Greg this season, guys.
Oh, he pulled your heartstrings.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
But,
I got stuff to say about Greg.
Josh is pissing me off a little bit already for this first season, and I was so Team Josh before. But, I mean, okay, so left back to where they came from, they're having that situation, she gets out of it, and then, I love this part, we get to see Paula and her husband just communicating, loving, and having a good time with each other.
Paul and her husband getting it on.
Calling him daddy.
Come on, the harness, y'all, the
Yeah.
harness.
Amazon Prime TV.
Dude, Amazon Prime must have been like a sponsor for this
Totally.
episode.
They mentioned it twice.
2 days.
Right, 2 days. I have Amazon Prime. 2 days is great.
It is,
Okay.
man. Amazon's awesome.
Same day delivery too. When you need stuff is amazing.
So yeah, they're trying to get their viewers to get up on that Amazon
Right.
Prime.
It's working.
Right?
I went on Amazon after. I'm like, that's a good idea.
It's like,
Everybody was like, download.
Right? Gotta get a Halloween costume.
I like that just Amazon Prime was being used for like sexual things.
Right? Just the two sexual
Like
things
the
in this
harness
episode.
and the freaking handcuffs.
So wait, so it was Hyundai last season. You remember the Hyundai
Oh,
little
yeah.
spots that they always had in between when they were driving. I got my new Hyundai car.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
Amazon Prime. We see where this is going, crazy. Good job. Good job. But okay, so Paula and her missing link. Okay, we can go towards the end later on and reveal how she found her missing link. But what do you think is stopping her from really going with Rebecca with all the craziness that she's been wanting to do so far in this first episode? What's changed?
Oh my gosh, I just feel like now, her marriage is back on track.
Okay.
She's like not lost anymore. So now she's like feeling like, oh, me being Rebecca's like hunch buddy, it's not gonna work for me anymore. It's like kind of like an addiction almost. Like
Right.
she needed to get out of that addiction. She needed to, get in her own little rehab. So
That's a good
this
one.
is
I
her
didn't think about
way.
it like that. Okay.
Yeah, I
Doing
think
it.
it's like she thought that this was the void she needed to fill what she was missing with her husband and her love life. And then when that was okay and she still realized that she needed this, like she was like, oh, this is an issue with me.
Right.
This isn't something that was just filling a void. This is actually like an addiction I have and it's not healthy.
Yeah, I also think, like, the way we left off last season where she was like, I was helping you even though you didn't want it. Like, that whole song, I think she was realizing that she was putting in all the effort and Rebecca wasn't even really appreciating it. And then maybe she had some self-reflection where she's like, why am I doing this? This person's not even appreciating this. This is not my daughter. Maybe I should focus on me. And I'm happy for it because she, like, last season, who was crazier, Paula or Rebecca?
That was the hard part.
Like they were about
Like, they were
equal.
Paula for
balancing.
sure.
Yeah.
Paula for sure.
Especially at the end with that last
Especially
song.
that song, you're like,
Paula,
oh my
Paula
God.
was more crazy in like that she would do the actual things, and Rebecca was more crazy in that the ideas were in her head.
Right,
I
and
guess.
Paula would turn them into fruition by hacking into databases and systems.
I know.
And again in this freaking episode, like we said it last season, I'm saying it again, she needs to be working for the government. Like she's
See,
way
Yeah,
too
she does. Agreed.
She
the
could be a
CIA.
private,
That's it. You know what I
private
mean? A
investigator.
private investigator. That's
Yeah.
exactly what she should be doing. Do you need a license for that to be a private investigator?
I don't know.
That's a good
No,
question.
I don't
think so. I think there's some people out there who are hacking into their girlfriend or boyfriend's,
Horrible.
nearest destinations.
Horrible. Do we have anybody in
Yeah,
the
we
chat
have
right now?
we have Kayla Blackman in the chat roll. She said, "I wonder what the season is going to be like though without Paula's schemes." I feel like she's gonna have some relapses.
Yeah,
gonna crack.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. I think there's gonna be one moment of just her completely breaking and
Right.
getting back into it. But like, give it a few episodes.
You're gonna find her in the back of a van, like munching on like things, watching stuff on TV, like, and she'll be like,
Right.
Yeah, I
Well,
can
remember,
just see that face on her.
she says that she doesn't have to do it, but if she were to give instructions to somebody else, technically,
Maybe Mrs. H.
"Yeah, maybe, yeah."
Mrs.
That
H.
would be hysterical.
You know what I mean? And there's no communication involved. Literally.
So
It's like, you know what I mean?
Slides the paper.
Slides the
Right?
paper. Okay, but let's get into this living situation, guys, between Josh and Rebecca. Because look, we didn't see Valencia once this episode.
I
She
know.
mentioned a couple times, but we did not see her once this episode. But we've kind of investigated. And I think she's going to be on this season or whatnot. But so Josh gave the apartment to Valencia because she has bad credit. So
Wasn't
yeah.
she not on the lease?
She was not on lease. That's why.
So how did she get to keep it?
You know, It's West Covina.
He's always putting others before himself.
Yes.
Because he should have kicked her out. There's no way that
Your face though.
that I would be sleeping on the couch while you're in my apartment. That's
Right.
the lease is in my name.
It's also like Josh. Like, I feel like he would completely lose that argument if he even tried.
Yeah,
He tried to
true.
be like, how about, like, you move out. She'd be like, no, bye.
Right.
Bye, Josh.
Right. I'm pretty sure she.
Skedaddle.
Right. In her head, she tripped him.
But I think we
after
can
the
all
divorce.
agree he should not be living at Rebecca's house.
No. Let alone.
Like the guy needs you. What? How long were him and Valencia together? Like on and off again since high school.
15 years.
Oh yeah, 15 years.
It's time
And
to
then-
be single.
right, and then he
Well,
jumps into
Time
a
to find yourself
relationship.
and not be a child anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he jumps into a relationship, but it's complicated MySpace
No,
relationship type
a
situation.
It's not even. It's
Relationship.
complicated. To him, it's like, oh, we're just casual. We're just having fun. And to
Right.
her, she's like, we're in love.
This is
Right.
the beginning of her story forever.
Exactly. Well, that was creepy.
We're going to move in together.
That was great.
One drawer is going to turn into a dresser. I'm going to give you a key, put you on the leash.
She's got it
Okay.
bad. It's to the point where if he was like sweating and he drenched the sweat out of his shirt into her mouth, she would drink it.
Oh,
And we've seen that.
She did it in
We've
Love,
seen
in
that.
Love Kernels.
We've seen that.
You know what I mean? Let's hop into Love Kernels really quick, and we'll come back to the drawer. You know what I mean? Love Kernels. This
Our first music video.
This is hilarious.
It was
Amazing
great.
I
music
love this.
video.
Okay, out in the desert. Wait, she
I
looked
can't
great.
with the cactus.
Come
I
on.
know.
This was
can't.
very. I mean, this was supposed to be modeled against Beyonce's Lemonade. I think is what I
Yeah.
what I heard.
Yeah.
Looked
You know
like
what I mean?
it.
And it kind of looked like it when they were all in the white. They were sitting there. Kind of looked like Solange's wedding.
Yeah.
But it gave me that feel, and it was so well put together. But the little scenes in the desert with the cactus, fashion cactus, what are they
Yeah.
say?
Yep,
Or what was that?
sexy fashion
There you
cactus,
go.
I think.
Yeah.
And then the wringing out of the shirt with the water.
That was
because she's
so
thirsty.
funny.
Because she's thirsty.
Super thirsty.
It made me want
She's
some
thirsty.
popcorn. You got okay, so
We have some.
We had like a popcorn machine, so I just kept looking back at the popcorn machine, like I want popcorn now.
Made you hungry.
I'm so excited these music videos are back. You guys can actually check them out. They're on the CW Network's YouTube page. Really funny, and I'm pretty sure soon we'll be able to get the songs.
Yeah, they'll be on Spotify.
Yeah.
most
Oh,
likely.
yeah.
There you go.
They always release them as singles, and then they release them as an album.
There
So.
you go. She knows. She's ready.
They always get stuck in my head every single time. I just sing this to myself, and they're like the weirdest lyrics to sing by yourself. It's like someone doesn't know the show, and you're like, singing like, we shouldn't have sex right now. They're like, what the hell are you singing?
Or settle for me.
Or like the UTI song. Like, these are songs you can't sing
Oh,
around people.
I love singing them around people that don't know the show because I
Heavy
love.
boobs around.
Oh, of course.
She's like,
Heavy boobs.
Like-
Heavy boobs.
Duh.
Do you guys see Brianna's dress for this moment? She was a crazy ex-girlfriend. I'm wearing this corset. But she was just on the Rocky Horror like.
Yeah, I
picture
was.
with
It went dual because I have a Broadway breakdown show on our Popcorn Talk network, and we covered Rocky Horror. So the corset worked for that, but I was like, you know what? Works for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend
It does.
too.
Totally does.
That works for Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Okay, so they talk about love kernels because Daryl and White Josh are, really kicking off their relationship.
I know.
Which got a key.
They have a healthy relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, they do.
Super healthy. Okay.
Still.
And that's
It's
why
weird for this show to
Yeah.
have like a healthy relationship.
And the relationship throughout the whole episode was really good. Like, it was balanced. It was really good. And Daryl was accepting himself, and he felt good. And then, love kernels came up because Rebecca wants that. Instead of that, she gave him a drawer, but in an excessive form, in an excessive way.
Is that not how you would give someone?
I
a
would
drawer?
totally run out the door.
Should I
you
not?
wouldn't put your soul in
I
your
was-
technology.
I was a
A
li-
safe.
I thought it was actually going to be worse when it first opened. I thought it was going to be way worse. Like, this was at least just sectionalized. Like, oh, this is where you put this. Like,
The
I'm
song,
just a.
though.
No, I know. But like, you could like kind of play it off like, oh, I'm just really OCD now. Like things being in a proper
Right.
place.
Yeah.
But like, I was like dreading what was in that drawer.
I know, because you're
I
like, this girl,
know.
right when they were talking about, like, that girl's crazy. He's like, she's not crazy. Fast forward to the scene.
Right.
Yeah, I wanted to be
popped
like,
open.
open the drawer and be like, and I bought you a full new wardrobe, and I burned the rest of your clothes. Like,
That
I don't know.
That would have been much. Okay, but what about the handcuffs?
Oh, it got
that
real
was a
freaky.
good distraction, though, because
It
he was about
was.
to be like, I'm getting cold feet, and then boom, she's like, but we'll have sex now.
If Rebecca knows how to do anything, it is to distract from her
Right.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
All about manipulation.
And obviously, she's manipulating him with the goods, because even when he was sitting down with Hector and he asked him how's the sex going, he basically was like, it's
amazing.
incredible.
Yeah.
So, she can dive her way out of anything just by bringing in her sex appeal.
Right.
And
She could literally dive.
Yeah, she flirts. She uses her sex appeal to get. I mean, even with Paula, we've seen in this episode. That was so funny.
And there were two comedy beats about that. Two nuances like that. As she was trying to get, and we'll get to there, as she was trying to get Paula to cooperate with her and whatnot, which is really, really funny to me. She's like, "You're so sexy."
I know, yeah. And then the foot on her crotch.
And the foot on her crotch.
And she's like, "Is your foot on my crotch right now?" She's like, "I forgot what you're doing."
I forgot who you were. Anyways, okay, so that happened with Josh in the drawer, and him trying to figure it out, and it haunts him because he hasn't talked to Greg in the longest time. None of them have talked to Greg in the longest time. Greg made up an excuse that he was taking care of his mom's kids, was it?
Yeah, his
stepmom's kids, because she just had a really
well,
bad
no, it's his
plastic
real
surgery.
mom. His I guess stepdad's.
Oh,
kids.
okay, there you go. Because she just had really bad plastic surgery or whatnot. XYZ. That was basically the ghost text, before he was gone for maybe close to 30 days or whatnot. So this haunts Josh because they're still best friends. They've been best friends forever, you know what I mean? Bros before hoes type situation, you know what I mean? I think that's planted in his head. And he decides to leave the situation with him and Rebecca.
Because Greg turned into a falcon.
Because Greg turned into a falcon.
That was hilarious. And
I
you
know.
can tell Rebecca that I have her friend Emery's sweater, and she's never getting it.
Emery.
I was like, Josh, what did you eat before you went to bed today?
Right.
He was like sweating and everything. Like, he always does this to where he leaves Rebecca feeling like, what did I do? What's going on? Like, so confused. It's ugh.
Well, because when he thinks something really quick and he puts his mind to it, he's just, I'm gone. I'm out, and this is what's going to happen. Or I'm going to do this because this is how I feel. Josh doesn't take too much time to think things over.
Nope.
I mean,
whatsoever.
it's true though.
Not
Like,
at all.
I mean, his feelings though, I feel like, are justified because it's true. Like, they didn't ever really break up.
They didn't.
He passed out, and then she went home with Josh. So
Right.
Ooh.
I would like, if I was him, I'd be like feeling guilty too. Like,
Right.
oh, like maybe
Yeah.
he doesn't even realize they're over.
Also, like, goes to show Rebecca's tunnel vision in full force because if you were like kind of seeing someone and then maybe you went with someone else, whatever, you started dating someone else, you wouldn't even think like, where are they if they hadn't talked to you in like 30 days? You
Right.
wouldn't think to try to see him, to try to check in. Like, that to me is crazy. It wasn't until Josh was like, I can't see you until you settle this with Josh. I mean with Greg. That she was like, oh, maybe I should find Greg.
Right, and that was such a quick instant for her. It was like, okay, I'm going to go to Paula, the person who can hack into every single computer unit in the United States of America, probably the world, and find Greg, which
Who
they
just knows
did.
his, like, what was it? His
IP address. Like, for his cell phone, to see where his GPS took him every single day. Oh, he looks like he's been going in this same spot for every single day at the same time. Let's go follow him.
You can do that with just like iCloud now.
Ooh.
If you have someone's iCloud, you can find. I mean, I don't know if you can do that online, but have you ever tried to go to like your recent
It's fine.
locations? You can see.
No.
I'm the crazy
Whatever
ex-girlfriend.
you've been doing.
No, have you? Okay, here's a question.
so who did you
If
follow?
you guys leave your house, has your phone never said you'll get to your destination in 15 minutes? And you're like, iPhone, how do you know where I'm going? But it's always right. It's because it tracks where you're going. And if you go to this, I don't know how to get there, somewhere in settings, you can see everywhere you've gone for like the past month, and it'll tell you how many times you've been to that address. Every day of the week, like wherever you've gone, it pinpoints destinations. It's creepy.
I don't like that.
And
at
this
all.
is a real thing your phone does,
Renee.
unless you turn it off.
Renee, are you Paula in disguise?
How I find all my ex-boyfriends.
Don't you dare cross me.
Mine would be pretty boring. It'd be like work to home to like Ralph's. They'd be like, wow, she has a boring ass life.
Mine's gonna be like,
Paula will get bored real fast.
mine's like you were on Barham for 45 minutes the whole time in traffic.
my
That's my life. That's my life, folks. But they find where Greg's supposed to go, right? And this is basically where everything kind of just it becomes a little bit more somber, if you will, the situations and whatnot. Because Greg and remember when she was trying to find Greg, she went to his dad's and everything, gave him plain hummus,
Plain hummus.
They had 2 jokes about plain hummus in this one.
I don't like.
I
plain
like
hummus.
plain
Yeah,
hummus.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
like
say it.
hummus in
Like
general.
I prefer to
I
have
like
the plain
hummus.
hummus.
I like
Plain
roasted
hummus.
garlic.
Really?
hummus.
Like I prefer the plain.
I like roasted garlic hummus. Like
roasted
that.
garlic's good.
Yeah.
Have you had
prefer
it?
plain.
Do you ever?
You
don't put anything in
prefer,
it,
or
too?
have you had the roasted
No, I've
garlic?
had the roasted garlic. I just prefer plain hummus.
Mm.
I guess I'm the only one in this world. That
Unpopular opinion.
So, but he still takes the unpopular hummus.
He's gonna add his own
Mine.
bell peppers.
Right, so
She's
he's
like,
add his
that's
own
weird.
peppers.
You know, okay, wait. This is why I like plain hummus real fast. It's because I can have whatever I want to dip in it.
Okay, see that makes sense.
So like I get like garlic pita chips or something like that, or something that's flavored and dip it into the hummus
So
rather
you-
than a plain
you
chip
could
in the
choose
flavored
your
hummus.
flavored, your dipper. Is
Yeah.
what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and it
Makes
spices
sense.
it up.
Because you can't really put like certain things with garlic.
How adventurous do you go?
She gets there. Wash your hair.
depends on
after
the
French
flavor.
fries. No. I had way too much hummus one summer, so I can't even do hummus.
I did not do French fries.
Does she?
We're so good to go off. Okay, we're
Sorry,
back.
guys.
We're back.
We're
Back,
back.
we're back. But you
We're
know,
back.
you guys sponsored by hummus.
Right. You guys, in the comments below, let us know what kind of hummus you guys like. Okay. Like, but okay, so the hummus gets to his dad, whatever, and Greg comes out. He's like, "Oh, thanks for covering me." And then I thought, "Oh shoot, maybe he's sick. Maybe something's really wrong with him."
Right.
I didn't think about him being an alcoholic, although we called this
never did.
last season. You know what I mean?
Well, because his life kept revolving around alcohol, where he worked, and then when he wasn't working, he was
Right.
drinking. Like it should have, I feel like, been more obvious than it was when
Right.
it happened. Like we should have been like, that's what happened.
He has
when
a
they did all the
problem.
flashbacks. I will tell you, when she was on the phone with his stepmom,
Yeah.
and she said she hadn't like seen him, I was like, oh, he's been in rehab. I didn't know he went to AA, but I was thinking rehab.
So you already thought about it. See, I was just like, I'm not really sure. When he said like, thanks for covering me, and then his dad said, you're gonna have to tell him the truth sometime. I was like, are you sick? You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking about him being an alcoholic, but then when we saw him in the AA meeting saying, you know, everything he talks about plus people in skinny jeans.
Yeah.
And Kayla also in the chat said this episode is really pushing the boundaries with the whole alcoholism realization aspect.
And
Yeah.
it's great because there's so much mental health issues in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend in general.
Oh, yeah.
That don't ever get talked about, you know what I mean? And always pushed aside. And we still have people out there who think mental health is not a thing, you know what I mean? So her talking about it and it being in the forefront alongside all of her amazing diversity and casting type situations. This is why this is on TV, guys. This is why
Yeah,
this is on TV.
and he even compared alcohol to glitter exploding.
Right, he
Which
did.
was almost like true because, when you are addicted to something and you really enjoy it, it gives you like a euphoria that you feel like almost like endorphins. Like you get so happy, you feel like you're like the coolest person on the planet. And we see that from the past episodes when he's like been on, drunk, he's more confident, he's more, aware of
courage.
himself. So it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to be like now that he's all sober and stuff.
You know, the glitter thing,
Yeah.
we talked about the glitter reference, right?
Yeah, because
Yes,
they
we
always
talked about that.
they always use the glitter feeling because Paul uses it too with an unhealthy
Right.
obsession.
Exactly. So
But there's a lot of that in this show.
there's a lot.
Didn't
lot
she say
of
that about
obsessions.
donuts at one point?
Oh, yeah.
She said something about
No, that's when she was all like, "Take the donut." She's like,
Yeah.
"Take
Oh
the
yeah,
donut."
take the donut Paula. Yeah.
Maybe.
One question I have that I wonder if they'll tell us, because okay, so we found out he's been gone for a month and he's been going back and forth from his house
to
to
to the AA meeting. So like he didn't leave his house or go anywhere for a month aside to
That
go
was
to
it.
It
AA.
doesn't seem like
Yeah,
it.
because he stopped working. Remember, he stopped working as well too. So I don't think he got the DUI and like what he was saying. He, if you guys watch the episode, he says he
next
got
morning.
arrested the next morning after
Yeah.
the wedding because he was still legally drunk. So I don't think he got the DUI. I think they said, okay, well, maybe for good behavior, you've never done anything before. We'll just say you have to go to the AA meetings. And
he got lucky.
I also really like that they're taking this direction with him and making it like that he is getting help and that he's feeling better about himself. Like,
Right.
I like that it's
Yeah.
that rather than like spiraling down where it's like
Right.
Totally.
we're seeing someone finally like understanding something about themselves and doing something about it.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I really love that this was something that wasn't just like towards the end of a season where he started excessively drinking. This is since we've known Greg, this has been just like a norm for him. So I this works so well with the show and his character.
It does.
Yeah,
And
so
then
It
I
also
like the
makes you
direction.
like him like that
Oh
much
yeah,
more.
And
for
that's
some reason he was
why.
more attractive in this episode.
Yeah, you think so?
When he like came around the corner with his dad, I'm like, oh my god, you cleaned up. But like I don't think he looks any different. I don't know what it is. It's like a sparkle in his eye.
In this episode, I was Team Josh for sure.
Greg?
No, she's Team
I was
you're
Team
Team
Josh,
Josh?
just
Still?
mainly for the
because you want Greg?
fact. No, I was Team Josh because the way he was like, I didn't know he had it in him. The way he was throwing Rebecca on the bed. The fact that he's like,
You're
you know,
Team Josh
he
because
was, you know,
We know
he was
why.
stepping his game up
Yeah.
in this episode.
Okay, Trene.
I could never date Josh, at least at his point right now, though.
Oh,
Just
me neither.
he's too much of a child. Like, I would be taking care of him rather than being a
Such a
girlfriend to
child.
him.
Which is
So-
funny because he wants to not be living with his parents because he
Right.
wants to be a
Which is
grown-up
why
person.
he needs to
you know
grow
what I mean?
up and like
So-
start taking his own life and stop letting other people like.
And it might happen.
control
this
of
Enable
season.
him. So
You know
you're
what I mean?
Team you guys are Team Gray because he's getting it together. He's showing some improvement, and Team Josh is like, we're
I'm
the
still
side.
also team.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to get help. I'm still on that.
Yeah,
team.
and
Totally
Josh is
that
gonna
team.
play like
You know?
it's gonna take him a while. You think?
It is. It's
We have a Flower Girl 444 says, but Josh is just taking advantage of her.
Oh, and
but I
it's
don't think he knows it consciously. I
Yeah.
think he is
Right.
because he doesn't get that she actually is in love with him. But yeah, totally.
right. I think he sees. I mean, he knows it's this friends with benefits thing is unhealthy or whatnot, but she's playing along with it as well too. You know what I mean?
Airbnb
Right.
with benefits.
Airbnb
That's
with
what
benefits.
Paula
Because he would have
said.
probably broken it off if she hadn't been like, "Oh, you're moving too fast for me." What?
Right.
Like he probably would have been like, I don't want another serious
He
relationship
could
right
play
now."
it smart though. He could stay at his mom's house on the weekends or whatever days he wants, and then he can go stay at Rebecca's house. You know, so he doesn't get tired. Of his mom living with his parents,
Maybe he can
and
do
he
like a
gets
Monday, Wednesday,
you know
Friday
exactly.
schedule,
He
you know?
right.
Or like just get another apartment.
Yeah, like live on your own.
He has to save the money, guys.
You
to
know,
get
give him
there.
some
Give
time.
him some time.
He has a job now.
He does. He does. But
good.
give him some time. He'll get there, guys. But yeah, no, I'm definitely Team Greg after that moment and that situation that happened or whatnot. But to see him actually, his character break down into that to what we just saw. This episode was great because we've been wanting that forever. Because he brushes off any form of communication of his feelings. So you know what I mean. This is great, and this is what I love about Crazy Ex-Girlfriend is that we can have all the fun, lighthearted situations. You know what I mean. Especially the other song we didn't mention yet. It's
The sex song.
yeah, the sex song. What is it called? We shouldn't be
We
having
shouldn't
sex.
be
right
having
now.
Shouldn't be
sex.
having
You know what I
sex.
mean?
But you know the part where they were spying on him while he was in class when Rebecca and Paula were, they were kind of giving me like Lucy.
I love Lucy and
Lucy,
Ethel.
I love Lucy.
I was just
like
getting
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
so mad at Rebecca at that point because all she was still caring about was like
Herself.
telling
Right.
him about Josh so she could be with him, and I'm like, okay, look at the poor guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stop thinking about yourself for a second. Let's take it. She's like, and Paul's like, really?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that. Is Rebecca crazier this season already from this
Yes.
episode?
She's
Yeah.
crazier.
So
She's
fast.
crazier
Very much
because
so.
it's like closer in her grasp. She like almost has it. She almost has what she thinks.
Which
she
makes her
wants.
crazier. She's
Yeah.
like, I had stay. How do I
Yeah.
make you stay?
Like before it was
Right.
like crazy, like how do I get him? And now
Yeah.
it's like I have him, kind of,
How
but
do
I
I
need to
hold
do
on to
this
the
to like not let
situation?
it go. I can't lose this now that I've had it again.
I wonder where the cap is. Like, it's gonna be so interesting to see throughout the episode, throughout the season, where the cap is for Rebecca. We saw a cap for Paula. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah,
and
we
she's
did.
exercising the cap at the moment, which I know she'll have some relapses in between. I'm pretty sure for entertainment purposes or whatnot. But when is Rebecca's cap gonna be hit? When is the ceiling gonna get hit with her craziness? That's gonna be really interesting to see, and how they're gonna be able to play off of that and continue on the craziness throughout the whole season.
I know. Well, I just wonder, what is she without Paula?
Right.
Like, how crazy is she going to get where it's not going to work? Because Paula's plans work, but will Rebecca's? I mean, the drawer was so weird.
Right.
So then going from there, I can't even imagine.
So the parachuting on the beach after the
my
Great plan.
Yeah.
It's like Rebecca has like these really insane, intense ideas, and then Paula needs to like bring her back to reality.
Yep.
Within reason, because
Right.
still Paula's ideas are still crazy and intense to me.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, yeah.
Rebecca
Not
will
as.
go out of her way. She'll spend her own money
Right.
do an idea when Paula's like, no, logically, let's think this out.
Right.
That makes no kind of sense.
I mean-
Why? Where is this coming from?
It's true. You see how smart Paula is, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, so
smart.
she has at the end we see that she needs to step away from the situation, and when she started talking to Rebecca about how unhealthy her doing all these illegal things are or whatnot, I thought she was going to quit for a second and say, okay, I just can't be in your presence at the moment. But she came with a nice contract saying, if you're my friend, you need to sign this contract because I can't do any of the crazy things that you want me to do anymore. But I'll listen and give you advice. You know what I mean? There's a loophole. I think the advice will be the loophole.
Yeah, the advice.
You know? But nonetheless, she signs a contract. Rebecca, I'm really proud of her, doesn't hesitate to sign the contract. That's a friend right there. She's like, you know what? Okay, fine, I'll sign the contract.
It was emotional, though, you could tell for her, because it's like, you know, you always want to have your best friend helping you out or just like, you know, kind of helping you with this. And then the fact that now she's like, no, I'm not going to do it. It's like, wow, well, what am I going to do now? So I kind of felt for Rebecca in that moment when she had to sign that contract.
This is going to be a way.
It's a hard pill to swallow.
I don't think she, like, gets the contract because all last season she was in denial that Paula was really helping her, like, get Josh. Like, so many times she's like, no, I don't care. Like, no. But Paula would push it and push it and push it. Rebecca was the one, like, no, it's fine, whatever. She didn't make all of these manipulations happen. She didn't force Paula to help. Whereas this season, she's begging a little bit. Right. However, I don't think she fully understands that Paula's done. Because before, she didn't even have to ask. Paula would just already have done something super psycho. Well, I think it put her in jail.
And I think we're going to get a lot of those instances where she's still trying and forgetting and, like, trying to get Paula to help her do something, and Paula's going to, like, walk away. And it's kind of sad because she is kind of, like, isolating herself a little bit because before, like, Paula's the only person that really understood fully how crazy she was and fully accepted her for it. Greg was, like, the next best thing because he kind of understood how crazy she was and accepted her for it. But, like, a lot of people are not going to be accepting of her craziness, and it's going to be hard to find another friend that's willing to do stuff with her like that.
I know.
Well, that's why I say the loophole. The loophole with advice. It's the loophole, and it's going to come back, I think. And plus, Paula can't say no to the Bambi eyes for some reason. You know, she can't say no to the Bambi eyes. But this just goes to show you how smart Paula is. And we see at the end here, which I'm really excited about, because we've always said how smart Paula is. She wants to apply to law school, guys.
I was so happy.
I love that. But that means she's going to be really busy. She's not getting time for Rebecca's shenanigans.
Or she'll need Rebecca's help for, like, the
bar exam.
Well, because Rebecca's very smart, like, when she
That's
needs
true.
to be. So, like, and she's very book smart, so she can help Paula out.
Right. Rebecca's too smart for her own good, and we say that all the time, but she's too smart for her own good. I'm also laughing at the fact that this is San Dimas College Law School. I love it. They're really utilizing the what is that? That's not Inland Empire. That is. Well, I guess it is Inland Empire, right? San Dimas.
Yeah.
That's where Raging Waters is, guys.
The only Raging Waters I've been to was, like, up north. So. I don't know.
Well, yeah. So, but I thought that was a little funny, little comedy beat right there. But before we end all this here, I want to get into predictions because I feel like this can go so many different ways.
Yeah.
And the story switches up already as we saw with the previews.
Right. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Predictions. I mean, we see that they're going to be in a ping pong tournament next week, and I love how the stories always just switch up and change to something totally new, but there's going to be a relationship, I'm sure, with this first episode. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen next? What's
Are we talking about just next week or just
let's say next week. Let's go week by week. What's going to happen next here? Is Greg going to finally show up again?
I think Greg will come back maybe at the end of next episode, but I don't think he's going to care. Because maybe he'll care, but I don't think he's going to try to pursue Rebecca, considering when you are in AA, you're not, when you become sober, you're not supposed to enter into a new relationship for at least a year. Right. And I think he's going to practice that, and I don't think he's going to try to be with Rebecca.
How about when he said that he just wants to be a more positive person? Remember, he was in AA, I want to be more happy, more positive. Do you think it'll be him happy and positive and just everything as far as relationships just be platonic with him for a little bit? You think that's how it's going to work?
I think he's going to keep up this really positive attitude for a while, and then he might have a little bit of a breaking point, but I think he's going to get into, like, a nice happy medium where he won't be, like, miserable, but I think he's going to have that happy high for a little while because he hasn't dealt with this crazy for a month now.
30 days. That's
Well, we saw after Rebecca and Josh had sex and we've seen that he finally stays over. He finally spends the night.
Yes.
So I think that we're going to see him doing that even more. And Rebecca's feelings are just going to skyrocket for him. And she's going to be doing all these crazy things to impress him and to, show that, oh, like I'm the best girl that you have because I can do this, I can do that. I feel like she's going to be spending tons of money on trying to learn how to play ping pong as we
That's right, her
see.
money situations. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
She's going to like try, or I feel like she's probably going to have a stunt double, somebody like playing the ping pong for her. So
I think I don't know if it'll be next episode that Greg will come back or not, or if it'll be like 2 episodes from now. I think next episode we'll like obviously we've seen the ping pong tournament happening, so we're gonna see Rebecca really upping her like game to try to impress, and we're gonna see her trying to get a lot of stuff by Josh because now that he has slept over in her bed, she's gonna think he's even more so into her, that this is gonna go the right way. And then I do think that whenever Greg does come back, he's gonna have a talk with her about how they can't be together, and he'll try to like kind of push it in that way. But then when he sees her and Josh together, I think he's gonna kind of go off the deep end and start becoming jealous and start trying to like win her back over.
I like that.
You know what I realized? Josh never goes out of his way to impress Rebecca.
No, that's what I've told you guys from the beginning.
He doesn't, but the thing is, I think he's scared and he just doesn't realize it.
He's
He doesn't
like,
realize the situation at hand.
never
ever.
seen him
he didn't
try.
even like, try to impress Valencia.
Because he needs to like work on himself before he can
Right.
really be in a relationship.
Yeah, he does.
Super
I mean,
true.
all of them do. But
That's 100% true. Now I think Greg is. I don't know if Greg's gonna come back in this next episode as well too. I believe the story might center around Rebecca and the situation with him sleeping in the bed already and her feeling like she just dominated that situation and like I got him finally, and it's just gonna keep on rolling and we're gonna spend more money on him to keep him in that circle and basically buy his love. If anything.
oh my god, I just had the worst thought.
What did you think?
What if this season ends? Sorry, I'm gonna jump ahead to the season finale with like her really wanting, or maybe the part season finale with her really wanting to keep Josh and like doing a pregnancy scare thing.
Yeah,
to try to
I
keep
was
him
just
around.
thinking about
Or-
that. Or what if she buys him an apartment, like
That's good.
gives him the key, and he's like she's like surprised him, and it's like,
That's a good one.
I have a surprise for you.
I could totally see
And
her
that-
even faking
You're in
a
your new
pregnancy.
home.
That could absolutely both of these.
My God.
Both of these
Really
situations. I mean,
crazy.
if this was any other show, that would be extremes. But both of those extreme situations, that could happen here.
Pregnancy.
Here's
and
the thing about
that
that,
could happen
though.
here.
Would she want him that far in a whole, maybe like neighbors?
In the
like, I got
apartment?
you the one next door.
Right? Or what about if she does like a mic drop with a pregnancy test? She's like, it's positive. And that's it. And that's
Or
it.
she like makes his and her sinks or something in her bathroom or
Oh.
something.
Yeah, it's gonna
Something.
get crazier. This was just a drawer after
Right.
being there for 3 weeks because he had to, not because they're like dating.
Because he
Right.
was
He's
living out of a
homeless.
car.
Right, 'cause it's homeless.
So I'm terrified. I'm terrified to see what's
Right.
next.
I think that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be centered around her crazier ways of trying to keep him, and I believe you, spending the money that she has.
being his cougar mama.
Exactly. Although she left we heard the number this time. It was like $543,000 salary that she left in New York. Every time I hear the money that she left in New York, I'm just like,
Stay in there. Why'd you leave?
I'd like to that position.
Josh's
so
dick better be good.
oh.
You freaking left $453,000.
I was waiting for
You
it.
better got some good D.
She did let him. She let him off the hook in the beginning for his craziness
Oh,
because
yeah.
he did her so well.
Exactly.
Yep.
This is why she's Team Josh right now, guys.
She loves
Watch
Josh.
out.
Trene's secretly real thirsty.
She wants
Quit
to love
shredding.
Colonel.
She's the cactus.
She's cactus, exactly. Oh my god, that was a great first episode, guys.
I'm so excited to see what they
Can't
do with the rest
wait.
of this season.
Right.
Me
Because it's like I
too.
never know with this show which way they're gonna go because they test boundaries so much
So well, too. So
that I'm
well.
like they could go anywhere and I don't fully know
Right.
where, but I'm so excited to find out.
Oh, and I have to say, you guys, it is Filipino American Heritage Month.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's October is Filipino American Heritage Month, and it's a dope month to celebrate being Filipino. And I just gotta say, shout out once again to Crazy Ex-Girlfriend and all their casting for having a Filipino family revolving
Right.
around as their main topic. The mom, cute, just like my mom. I swear. I swear. But anyways, guys, that is our episode. Thank you so much for tuning in for the season 2 premiere of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Our wonderful panel over here. Once again, my name is Nino. It's your boy. You know, you can catch me at Nino Llanera on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. The rest of the lovely panel, please.
I'm Briana Phipps. You can reach me at bphipps14 on Twitter and Instagram, bphipps1214 on Snapchat.
That's right.
It's your girl Trene, and you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at your girl Trene.
Hey guys, I'm Renee Ariel, and I have to give a shout out to Maria at Big Sexy Lashes. She gave me my lash extensions. Go check her out, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Renee Ariel and on Snapchat at the Renee Ariel.
There we go, guys. We'll see you all next week.
And get some lumpia.
There we go. Yes, I'll bring some, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.